Hey guys, Monkey's Nuts come here. I do apologise for the lack of videos. I have had a major, I had a major malfunction with my, basically my computer setup at home initially existed of a laptop, and I had set it up like a desktop PC. So I had an external mouse and keyboard and everything. And unfortunately the laptop just decided to give up one day. I was doing a Windows 10 update on it. Well, it was doing a Windows 10 update on it, and it decided to just sort of like not want to do it anymore. So yeah, it was a bit of a wait. I had to get an IT expert to get all my personal files and all the videos and everything off it. And he managed to do that and sort it all out for me. Eventually now I've got all the video files, but unfortunately, because of how many I've got, because obviously we're in March now and I've got all of January and all of February to do, I've got a lot of things to go through. So unfortunately it will take a little bit of time, but hopefully I will get January compilation and February compilation, and obviously upcoming March compilation out as well. Yeah, that was that. So I apologise for the lack of videos. There are videos coming up, but like I say, it's just a bit of a wait for me to get through them all and everything. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this vlog is, I'm very happy because I've had something done to my car which has improved it dramatically. Some of you may not know that I had my car dyno tested. There was like a little offer going on with this car club that I'm in, and they were doing like a dyno day, so you could turn up, see what kind of power your car's getting out and everything like that. And they had like a little mini competition who could do the best and that. So obviously I didn't win, I was nowhere near the top, but the figures that I came up with, because obviously I bought this car and it had a Remap on it. Now I didn't know anything about the Remap because the guy didn't have any proof of it. I could tell it had a Remap because I could tell by the response and everything. It had a bit more power than say a standard car with less horsepower. Because my MG was, it turns out my MG had the same horsepower as this car. And it felt very similar to that. So I believed that it did have a map on it. But I didn't know what kind of difference the map was making, because obviously as far as I know, it was one of those ones where you just plug a laptop in, type some bits, and then it's done within like half an hour. I knew it wasn't going to be the best quality map, but I didn't see any fault with it or anything, but I wanted to know exactly what was happening with the car anyway. So yeah, I got it on the rolling road. It came out at 160 brake, 160 horsepower and 292 torque, I think. And yeah, that was that, and I was very disappointed because I felt like the car should have been a lot higher, because the car does have, the engine anyway, does have a lot more potential. So I asked the guy there, because they did a Remap service at the garage as well, at the rolling road where I had it done. Asked him how much it was. He was quite reasonable compared to other prices it could have been. So yeah, I decided, right, okay, sod it, book it in, and we'll see what we can do. He said he'll do a full diagnosis on it first to see if it's even worth doing it. But he didn't even, when I was there, because I actually had it remapped yesterday, and when I was there, he didn't actually tell me how much improvement he could get out of it. He just decided to go ahead with it, because obviously I would have said yes for the price with how much difference it made. But yeah, the final figures were, it's got touch over, chance that passed, didn't they? Touch over 200 horsepower now, and it's got 323 foot-pounds of torque. Okay, don't bother indicating, tractor man. So yeah, it's a dramatic improvement over what it was, and I can feel it completely. He said that he said that you will definitely be able to feel that kind of difference, because that's an improvement. Over the map, it's an improvement of 40 horsepower and 30 torque, but as standard, that kind of improvement over standard, it's an improvement of 60 horsepower and 70 torque, 70 or 80 torque, because the standard car is 140 horsepower and about 250 250 foot-pounds of torque. So, I mean, like now I've put my foot down, it's just going all the way up, like, but it's amazing how much difference it has actually made, that kind of power. He said that the car was getting a bit hot when they were doing the dyno runs, so he said that if he'd let it cool down, maybe he could have got 204 horsepower or a little bit more, or he said it would depend. And also he said that if I went and put it on another dyno with another company, they may get different figures, because the dyno the dyno setup is different and all that, which is understandable. You're never gonna, you'd only get a true figure by going completely insane and doing Formula 1 F1 race car spec, doing it on like one of their dynos and getting a proper techie figure. But yeah, no, I am thrilled with the power. It's more than, I mean, it's improved the car so much. Not that it needed it, but I felt like it needed it. After seeing the figures that it had on the dyno the first time, I felt like it needed improving, and it deserved more. Especially with the money that I've gone to, because I've put a stage 2 clutch in this, which is a Kevlar clutch as well as a lightened flywheel. And the amount of money that cost to me, I felt like I'd put that clutch in for no reason. Like, after finding out how much power it was actually producing, I felt like that clutch was just totally overrated. Like, I paid that much for a clutch that I didn't really need, because I felt personally after a remap, it was needed to have a better clutch, which makes sense, because the standard clutch in these cars are horrible. But then again, just making sure you're on record. Yeah, you're on record. Then again, I've now, after the remap, the clutch is no different, totally fine. I mean, obviously I've got to make sure that I don't sort of like a habit that I have is I like to change gear quick, and I can change very quickly, and unfortunately I can actually change too quick for the clutch to catch up and to get grip. So after changing gear, I can be on the throttle way too soon before the clutch is actually engaged, which causes it to slip a little bit. That's one of my bad habits. It's just if like say I'm on the track or something, I get a little carried away, and I like to do things very, very quickly and as quickly as I can do it, obviously to get the best of response and to get the better pull off the line, that type of thing. But yeah, that's something that I need to work on, just chilling out a little bit, taking time to change gear and letting the car catch up and everything and do what it needs to. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing is that he said the old map was doing the way that it was working, he explained it like, as standard, you get a factory tune on how much fuel goes into the system, what the injectors do, all the igniting times, all the times of the pistons and everything. He said that what a plug and play tune does, what a plug and play map does, is it basically takes all them figures and increases them by about 10%. Okay, it doesn't do much. You just plug it in, and it just tells the computer something, the ECU something, and then the ECU just like ticks to it. But he said that the way that it's plug and play is done is the reason you think that you're still getting a really good MPG figure is because it doesn't touch the MPG. So it doesn't tell the MPG, it doesn't tell the computer that the MPG figures are going to be different because more power, more diesels are being used. It doesn't tell the computer that. That's why I could still, like if I go onto it now, see, look, now I'm averaging 36 MPG. I've reset the computer from when I picked up the car. Actually, I can reset it now. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to reset that one because that's just no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, phone home. Right. Yeah. Okay. So I've reset it now so that I can get because I've literally got a brand spanking full tank of fuel, and I'd like to know how much I'm going to get out. So I'm more concerned with the miles instead of the MPG. But the MPG, it would be nice to get an ideal figure like now. Okay, I'm doing about just under 60. I'm behind someone who's slowing down for this bit. This bit of road here is dodgy anyway. Okay, 60 MPG. That's not realistic. It's not gonna hold that figure. But if I go on to the lifetime of this car, so basically what happened was when I picked up this car, when I bought it, he'd reset all the computers, which is good because you get two trips, trip A, trip B. Trip A is the one that I use constantly. I'm always resetting everything to see how much I get out of a tank, how many miles I get out of a tank, and my average MPG for that tank. Miles B, trip B, is the lifetime that I've had the car. So I've not touched trip B or reset it since I bought the car. So it says 4,800. I've already done 10,000, so that's almost 15,000 miles. Averaging, well, about 40 MPG, 39.6 MPG over the lifetime that I've had it. Now, obviously, I'm not the most fuel efficient driver. I don't drive like I put my foot down a little bit. Often it's in work and stuff, doing things sort of like in quickly. Well, I put my foot down, but I'm still by the speed limit. I just put my foot down to get up to the speed limit. But it's just, yeah. I mean, seeing the difference between it, like, I mean, it's saying 55. It's there. Yeah. If I leave that until the end of this video, I might get a realistic figure. But yeah, I don't think I will. But anyway, I like to have on how many miles I've got left on a tank. That's just me personally, because then it helps me see like how well I'm doing. Because that figure fluctuates. If I put my foot down, it'll shoot down. But if I start driving more fuel efficiently, it'll shoot up. So if we go on a motorway, that 436 will maybe become 500. But yeah, no, I'm interested to know how much I can get out of a full tank now. But yeah, anyway, overall, I'm very, very happy with the map. It was well worth the money. I'm not going to say how much it cost me because that's just between me and the guy, because it'll depend on what kind of car you've got and all kinds of that. Like the more modern cars, he's charging more because of all the electrics and everything involved in it. If you want a DSG gearbox upgrade, obviously that's going to cost more and everything. So it's sort of, there's a lot of things that can go into it really. But yeah, I mean, I am very happy with the car. I haven't done anything else to the car since my last little video. I've had a bit of a, well, I had a bump. I think that I might have mentioned it in my last video where my friend drove into me and caused a bit of damage on the front of my car. Nothing, you can't see anything, and behind it's not like severe damage. It's just it's non-structural. Anything. It was stuff that I resolved anyway. And also with the snow, I went down a bit of a nippy lane and I couldn't stop. And I mean, I'll insert the video here. And yeah, basically, I was going too fast, and I mean, the only reason I was going that speed, I was probably doing about 25, 30 miles, well, maybe 30, yeah, about 30-ish mile an hour. The reason I was doing that speed was because the road before that, all the way along that road before that, it was perfectly fine doing that speed. The car had plenty of grip on all the corners. Like now, there's snow on the road, but there's snow on the side of the road, but there's not actually snow on the road. There's no reason for me to slow down or anything. It's -1. It's quite a bright day. I don't think there's going to be any ice about, but yeah, so that was that. And yeah, I had a bit of a bump, and it ripped the side arch, the wheel arch off. And then I've been playing around past couple of weeks trying to sort of stick it on and everything, and then eventually it kept falling off and everything. Then I've just reluctant to zip tie it because it was just doing my head in, and I needed some proper way of securing it where it wasn't going to keep falling off and then getting my hands all dirty. Yeah, I mean it's side on, it stays on now, but I can hear it flapping on the motorway, just sort of like vibrating a little bit, and I do need to sort it out, but I've got some resin stuff at home that I used on the old MG, so I will be able to sort it out at some point and do a proper job of it. But yeah, that's the only other thing that's really up with the car now. I mean, everything else is fine. It's literally, I mean, I am very happy with it. Yeah, that was that really. Seen a lot of snow about lately. Yeah, that was it. So, I mean, with snow it comes fun. I do enjoy the snow because it's nice, and it's a nice change to the area instead of it just looking dull and wet and horrible in English. Well, not English, Welsh. But yeah, she took her time pulling out. Oh, I hate this road. Potholes everywhere. I just noticed I've come somewhere that I came in one of my other videos. Oh god, it's been a bit repetitive. Can I go down there? I don't know if I can go down there. I don't want to risk going down a road where like I'm gonna get stuck, because with the power I've got now, it's a bit more, the throttle response is sooner, so it's, yeah, I gotta be careful when putting my foot down. Yeah. Time. Ooh, that was close. Van came flying around that corner then. So yeah, I think that was that. I mean, the car is I am happy with it now. I mean, at first I was gonna get rid of it. I was gonna get rid of the car quite soon, but now I think I'm just gonna. Can I go in there? Oh, I don't want to. No, I don't want to risk that because it looks icy. Can I go in this way though? Oh yeah, I can go in this way. Oh, it's a recycling bank. So yeah, I mean, I'll show you the little bit of damage on it and everything. The car is filthy at the moment. Unfortunately, with all this grit, it does make it really dirty. Probably going to get loads of wind noise as well now. But yeah, I've just held it on with zip ties, that's it. It doesn't look the best, but I'll do a proper job and put it on properly, sort of like when the weather's dry and everything, because then I've got the time to do it really. But yeah, that's it really. I'm going to try and get back into the vlogs. I mean, I'm working 70 hours a week now, so I don't get a lot of time to do these things. That's another reason why these videos will take a little bit longer to come out, because it's editing it and everything. It takes longer to come out. It'll take me longer to get the videos out and everything, to process them, because I just, after work I'm just exhausted. So yeah, I mean, that was that really. But yeah, I'm very happy with the car, like, so yeah, alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!